Greetings one and all. I did not expect to do this video today. So, the Sims 4 team at EA dropped the skin tone update that we have been anticipating for a long time in the Sims community. Essentially, this adds hundreds of new skin tones in various different colors and color sliders so that you can further customize and adjust those skin tones, which we have needed in the game for a very long time. What was it, like we had before 3 rows maybe of different skin tones, and that's all there was to choose from. The darker skin tones had a fault even in the ultra settings of your game where you could barely create a sim that would match you exactly, particularly if you are somebody with a darker skin tone. Because it would have like these blotchy spots. I'm not going to go into a lot of the details of that because people have hashed that out a long time before I decided to finally jump into this whole YouTube game. But I thought it would be a neat idea to kind of go through the update and maybe create a sim. I know I want to do a let's play eventually of The Sims 4, especially when I get the Snowy Escapes stuff pack, which I still don't have, by the way. But I thought maybe we could go ahead and create the basics of that sim with the new update, because I'm excited to dive in and play. I originally planned to edit the video that I made for the next episode of Astroneer, but that's on the back burner because Sims, I can't not do that. Like, it's a crazy game week for me, especially being so new to YouTube because we have Cyberpunk starting out and I want to do a let's play of that. Cyberpunk 2077. I want to do a let's play of The Sims 4 and past Sims games as well eventually. And I've already started a let's play of Astroneer, and I have a bunch of other games that I want to show off. But at least I know that I have plenty of content to work toward in the future. And I'm trying so hard to not overwhelm myself with too much stuff going on. So this let's play where we create this sim today might not come to fruition for a little while. I want to check out and focus on Cyberpunk 2077 and maybe get my bearings a little better with Astroneer. If you haven't checked out those videos that are on my channel, I think episode 1 is not scheduled at the time that I am recording this to be live, but episode 0, man, I don't know what I'm doing in that game. I never thought you could fail a tutorial, but leave it to me, I can fail a tutorial. But anyway, I want to go through some of these patch notes real quick. I know a million other more popular simmers already have actually hashed out all of these details for you. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that because I just want to jump into the game. So, in addition to the skin tones, they've updated a lot of the hair. So this was a base game hair in the game, and you have little baby hairs. I mean, if that looks a little bit too flat for you, or you just don't like the stray hair look and you want something that looks a little bit neater, you have the option to turn that on and off, which is pretty neat because you can have 2 Sims with the same hairstyle, and maybe one is slightly different than the other. I think that would be a great way, especially if you had twins. Like, imagine these 2 Sims here as twins in the game, and you can tell them apart pretty easily visually, aside from just their clothing, maybe just tiny little details up here. So that's exciting. And look at this hair. I don't remember this original hairstyle. I don't think I ever actually used it. We have a bunch of different packs, like a bunch of different fixes for glitches and things like that. Yeah, so it looks like there's been a lot of bug fixes. I don't want to go into the details of absolutely all of that right now because I just want to jump into the game. I know that Little Simsy posted a video a while ago, and you might get more of the details from that in hers. I know she likes to do newsy updates, and a lot of different other simmers will focus a lot more on that, but I'm a limited time here. I have a full-time job, so let's jump into the game. I am excited. So random distraction, I just spontaneously logged in to YouTube and discovered One Last Midnight, somebody I'm subscribed to who plays Astroneer, is streaming live right now because apparently, on top of the update for The Sims today, Astroneer has a new update for the holidays. So we have Astroneer, we have The Sims update, we have Cyberpunk 2077 coming out this week. Oh my gosh, my head is spinning. My head is spinning. I don't even know where to focus. Like, what am I even doing? Well, I guess right now we're jumping into the skin tone update, and then I'm probably checking out what on earth this update's all about. So, yeah. I'll see you then. Alright. Here we are. And to be honest, I already had the new load screen spoiled for me online on Facebook. So that's pretty much when I found out that the update dropped early. But to be honest with you, from what I've seen already, not a big fan. I mean, it's not terrible, and I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make the content bigger and more noticeable. But your packs are hidden back here, so you don't know what you have and don't have left to get easily whenever you open the screen, where before we had all those little tiny icons. I kind of liked seeing that. But I guess if you buy all the expansion packs as they come out anyway, then it doesn't matter. Plus you can go over here, click on packs, and filter by what you have, by all the packs, different things. You can find the free stuff easier. So in a way, it kind of simplifies it. So I don't completely hate it. I just, with any new look, it takes a long time to actually get used to. I don't like this over here. Especially this over here. But we are going to start a new game, because if we do a Let's Play, we want that sim to obviously be on her new game load, and not where I've been messing around with the world, so. Alright, so anyone new to my channel, I should probably go ahead and warn you and apologize. You are hearing my birds in the background. They have been the one reason that has stopped me from attempting to do YouTube sooner. Even though technically I have attempted to do YouTube sooner. My husband and I made one Let's Play for Starbound on a separate channel, and then just never went back to it. But the birds making all kinds of racket in the background and chirping, and a lot of times spontaneously screaming, yeah, that's a thing. And if it's not your thing, I totally understand. I'm not going to blame you or come after you and make you watch my video. You're more than welcome to click off if it gets annoying and this isn't something that you can stand. Because honestly, it's just, not only is it way too much work, but it's way too difficult to edit them out in the background, especially while I'm talking over top of them. So please understand. But we are finally in the game, and we're not going to do any of the traits, or name the sim at all yet. I kind of want to go through the randomizer and just see what we come up with, because we had a limited choice of skin tones and hair to begin with. So I want to see, I don't know, I want to see if the randomizer's got all this stuff included, or if I can even tell that, to be honest. I don't know, I kind of feel like we are getting some of the new skin tones in this. We'll just edit from here. She has a nice colorful hairstyle going on over here. Up in here. Oh. So the skin tones are now separated out. Before we had 3 lines of just one group, and that included these miscellaneous colors. But now you have more than those 3 lines of skin tones in just one type. So you have your warmer tones, your neutral tones, and your cool tones. Because everybody has different undertones to their skin. I know, as I love photography and I love to like play around with and edit the photos. And some people have more red or yellow in their skin, and I don't know, you just have to edit them in different ways based on the undertones in people's skin. But we have all sorts of different skin tones, and it's exciting. I don't really like the warm tones on her. Well, that one's okay. So we have sliders now. So if you find one that you like and you want it to be darker or lighter, you can adjust that to better customize it. I like this one, but we've got to get rid of the blonde hair. A new interesting thing is you can save your own custom swatch. So you mess around with the settings, find one that you like that you might want to come back to for a sim that's not necessarily in that same genetic. Like maybe you want to make this sim and her cousin, or 5 times removed or whatever. You can come back in and you save that skin tone, and they can have the exact same skin tone, and it's fine. You don't have to play with the genetic system or create a clone or whatever and go off of that. Let's play around with some others. Alright, so what I am excited about, honestly, are the miscellaneous skin tones, because you can customize those the same way. So all of your alien sims and vampire sims, or whatever you play, if you play with any supernaturals at all, or strange skin tones, or if that's even your thing. I know some people prefer not to. But if you do, you don't have to have them all the same skin tone, because even if they're the same skin tone, you can vary it. So you can go darker or lighter, and it's great. I don't see much change in, well, I can when you go from this far scale to that far scale, there's more change. But if you just go so slowly, on the red, it's just so subtle from the middle to one end or from the middle to the other end. Yeah, so if you have a bunch of different customizations that you add on here, like let's just make another one real fast. Let's go like right there. Boom. So you can create, I'm assuming that they didn't limit it, as many as you want, and go into the neutral where I put that, and boom, you've got a big giant list there. So I can go like all the way from there to down there with customized skin tones if I absolutely feel that's necessary. I don't know how you edit the baby hairs. Where is that? I don't think it's available on every hair. Granted, when I actually get the Snowy Escape expansion pack, we may end up changing some of her features anyway, because there'll be new content, but I still want to find something that I'm happy with. Okay, so these are the base game ones, and I see baby hairs. How do you change it? Is it in detail mode? Well, guys, I may be wrong about being able to toggle the baby hairs on and off, but I thought that the patch notes said that you could. I don't want to fiddle with that all day, so if you happen to know how to do that and you would like to drop me a comment to let me know how, that would be awesome. I just want to continue with the video at this point before I go running off trying to research that. I like this one on her, but if we're going to put her in Snowy Escape, I don't know how well such a short hairdo is going to work. And all that cold and all that snow. I mean, she's gonna want to have it out of her way, but I feel like she might want to have some hair to keep her warm. Okay, so I'm going to filter this by Island Living because I love a good story when it comes to my Let's Plays. I love creating backstories for my Sims, so we're going to make her potentially be somebody from the island who is moving to Mount Komorabi. So she's going from a very tropical location to a very snowy location because it's always been her dream to maybe go skiing or try winter sports activities. Maybe she's an athletic person. But she grew up in Sulani where she didn't have much opportunity to go and do that. There's a lot to get into on the island, but she knew eventually in her heart that she would have to leave at some point. So, let's see. What Island Livings? No. What Island Living hairdos can I throw on her? I do really love the big hairstyles. I think we might go for this one. So we're going to focus this time on her Sulani look from Island Living. And when I get the Snowy Escape expansion pack, we'll come back in and we will renovate her for moving to the island. Or moving from the island to the mountains. And yeah, I think that could be fun. And I'm torn between creating a sim to go in the household with her, because we could just focus on her and help her find somebody to settle down with, and then they can have their babies. And we can try that little experiment with the genetic system and see if that's been updated at all. So I don't know. I'm torn between like putting somebody with her. Maybe she has a friend who's from Mount Komorabi and they decide to move together and she moves in with this friend. But I think for today we're just going to focus on her and her look. So, and I don't have the aspirations for that, so we're probably just going to generically throw one in. Well, maybe her first goal is to find that soulmate. She needs to move and find that perfect person to settle down with and start her life. Of course, that can be changed when we actually jump into the gameplay. We're going to make her active. I'm debating making her a child of the islands, but that might be difficult if we move her. So, gotta think this one over. Maybe we'll just generically go for loves the outdoors. She can be outgoing, active, and loves the outdoors. So let's see, do we want to change her shape? Sorry, y'all. We're gonna strip her. I don't want to start with any of this stuff. Feel like if she's going to be athletic, we might want to give her more muscle tone. Build her up just a little bit. Now I wish we had more color options that we could customize for the clothing also, and the hair, especially for the hair. I mean, clothing, maybe I could give them a pass on that because you would go to a store and you'd only have so many options in one style shirt anyway. But yeah, we need more hair customization, more eye customization. Yeah, we just need more. What would somebody from Sulani want to wear traditionally, but be athletic and dreaming of going to the snowy mountains? I think this would fit the personality better that we gave her. Or something like this. I think this one might be a good in-between just because it has the long sleeve. And kind of, she could zip that up and fit the look like she wants to go to the mountains, sort of. But still rip it off and have something for the hot weather because, you know, it's Sulani and sunny. I don't know, I just love the black and white on her for some reason. I think we're going to go with a black and white color scheme, guys. Let's find some bottoms. That's probably better. Okay, yeah, these would work. I just realized we didn't give her any makeup. So you almost do have custom color swatches. You have all these, so you can go between these. And then you can change the hue of each swatch. Yeah, it'd be nice if we had something like that for the clothes. To customize the existing color swatches just a little bit with a hue slider like this. EA, get on that. Now. Because we say so. I do love the opacity slider. Because sometimes some of this stuff is just, you know, extra bold. And it doesn't have to be. There's another example of a dynamic makeup option. And I just kind of want to sit here and play with this, guys. I'm sorry, but... Oh, look at that. Hey, there's so much more that you can do. So much more. So, if you've been playing this game since its launch, you know how bold these eyelashes have looked since day one in the game. It's just like a thick block of lash, and that's that. You just got a block. And that was sort of a styled look that they seem to be going for in a lot of the eyelashes and eyeliners and those sorts of options. But now, if that's not your thing, you can make it a lot more subtle. A lot more. The eyelash is still there, so you can still see, I don't know how well you can see on your screen. You can still see the outline of the big block of an eyelash. But the eyeliner that made that even more blocky looking, you can tone it down. And when you tone it down a little bit, you almost don't even notice the big blockiness. And apparently you can't do saturation on everything, but oh my goodness, if we wanted it to be white, guys, if we wanted it to be white, we could do white. And we'll make it a swatch because we can. We can do that. I'll have so many swatches by the end of this that I am probably never going to end up using again. But they're there so that I don't have to recreate them. And that is awesome. Okay, this is a big test because the blushes, I don't even like blushes on a lighter skin sim, to be honest. Like, I rarely even bother with the blushes. But now that we can tone them down or up, this might be a game changer right here. So I'm excited. Start with this one. And it still looks pretty horrible. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, we can only change the opacity on this one. But see what I did? That looks a lot better. Most of the time you're going to view her from a distance in the game, so... I mean... Still not a huge fan. Guess that's better than nothing. Let's try some of the others. Now that's created some weird, I don't know how well you all can see it, but like some weird lines. That one tones it down a little bit, but there's some weird streaks going on with some of these. Now that one, it adds an awful lot of red, but doesn't have to be the end of it because we can just tone it down. So I can remove it, and that's your before. And that's your after. Before. After. And we might go with this one, folks. I like it. Lips. So, just with some of the eye makeup and the eyeliner, you have some more eclectic lips. And that's great. I don't mind these for specific Sims if I wanted to create somebody who's a little bit more eclectic in personality, but I like some of these. Like, I like how glossy this is. I don't like how red it is, especially on her. So we can actually, oh my gosh, you can get your own hue on this one. Oh, look at the purple one. Maybe we need to make a star, like a Showtime sim at some point, who wears some of the craziest stuff and just have fun with it. See, look at that. You can tone that right down. And I can dim this even further. And it looks more like a gloss. I still don't care much for that. But the coloration of it at least matches better. And you see, this was just on her. You can't unnotice that. But find a couple of colors that you somewhat like that, maybe, you know? Bump that down from that to that in one color swatch. And that's just one slider. We want it bright. We don't have to have it bright. I like that. We might go with this one, but we've got to do the step away test. How does she look? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm looking in all the wrong spots. We've been going with glossy, and the glossy's kind of throwing me off a little bit with her. Maybe we need to find something with more of a matte coloration. Yeah, something more simple. I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and save that one. I wish she'd sit still for a moment so I can actually get a good look. Sometimes I wish I could just turn those animations off. They don't need to be doing all that with their face and the stuff and the movement and the messing around with me, especially when I'm doing fine detail stuff like this. And if you go into detail mode, they do stop, but then you don't have everything over here to do all of that with because you can't customize it like that. But I think we have a winner for the lipstick, and yeah, that fixed my problem. It was just too glossy, and the shine was interfering with, I think, the rest of her makeup. So, yeah, that's much better. Didn't jump into this expecting it to take forever, guys. I apologize. I think I'm just going to finish the rest of the look, potentially throw that on a speed build, and then just kind of show the rest of it to you at the end of the video. So let me introduce to you Ashlyn Keeling. I just hit the randomizer button a few times until I came up with a name that I liked. Even slightly. And you saw me put together some of this from the beginning. You saw me put together her casual outfit. But I made 2 outfits for her formal wear. I thought this was pretty cute. And something that comes from the Island Living expansion pack, so it has the Sulani vibes. But eventually she's going to want to get married, and I couldn't resist going ahead and giving her her wedding outfit. Oh, I forgot to change the hair on this one. Maybe we'll go with that hair. Maybe we'll go with this one. I feel like this one suits her better for formal wear. Okay, so we have her her formal outfit here. This is outfit number 2 for her wedding. And then just a standard one for back home. So this is her athletic wear, keeping up with the black and white theme. The shirt from her casual wear was an option there, but I just figured we'd go with something slightly different. And her sleepwear, just a plain t-shirt. Well, not exactly a t-shirt, but a shirt. Her party outfit. Her swimwear. Her hot weather outfit. And the outfit she's most excited about actually having a chance to wear. And keep in mind, this will probably change when I finally get the expansion pack. Her cold weather outfit. And I do really like this one with the black and white theme again. And I almost never throw on the toboggans. I usually don't use the hats at all in The Sims, but I thought that it was pretty cute with this one, so. And that is all, guys. This is Ashlyn Keeling, and I will not be starting a Sims 4 Let's Play super soon, so do check back for when that happens, because I do have some other games that I'm focusing on at the moment. I did pre-record a ton of Sims 4 content with Flash Tours. I think I have about 11 pre-recorded episodes of that you can check out, and those, not all of them by the time I post this, will be available for you to check out, but those are dropping every Friday until I run out of videos for that. If you would like me to do a Flash tour of a build that you put together, just hashtag it on the Sims 4 gallery with SympleSym, spelled with Y's instead of I's, and Flash Tour Friday. That's hashtag SympleSym and hashtag Flash Tour Friday. And I'm not anticipating a lot of those initially while my channel's still as small as it is. I would be lucky, honestly, to get 1 or 2. So now's your chance to really actually do that. If you want to see me tour and react to your homes, that you've built, or your community LUTs, or whatever you've built in the game. Now's the time to get those in, because I will probably be able to actually get to a lot of those. But if for some reason this explodes, which I'm not actually expecting, and those hashtags go crazy all over the gallery, then A, I'm blessed, and B, I can't promise to actually get to yours. So I'm not going to promise to do that, even though I have very few subscribers now. But I do definitely want to tour other people's builds, and I want you to give me permission to tour your builds on YouTube. And the only way that I can get permission for that is for both of those hashtags, because I am not sure if somebody's already used Flash Tour Fridays or came up with that on their own. Because I haven't gone in to check that, to be honest. But you'll use my username on the Origin Gallery, which is SympleSym, spelled with Y's instead of I's. Same as this channel on YouTube. As well as using the other hashtag for Flash Tour Fridays. And when I see those combined, I'll know you've given me permission to show off your build and react to it on my channel. Alright. Definitely thank you for watching. I am excited for this update. I am excited for the customization opportunities that this adds in The Sims 4. Oh my gosh, we have been missing that for such a long time. I am excited, and I'm also sad that I am going to have to break from this to play the other games and not really dive into this as much as I would like to right now. But I'm excited for getting into this in the future, and excited to see what other updates that EA manages to come out with if they keep going on this trend, which would be exciting and great. I would love to see more customization come back, because we lost it after the vast amount that we had for The Sims 3. And past games, even gameplay content, even The Sims 2, in a lot of ways, had more than The Sims 4. Don't get me wrong, though, there's definitely stuff in The Sims 4 that you can do that you couldn't do in past games. But, I mean, they've really made the game a little bit more dry compared to other gameplay. And I don't want to get into a whole other video's worth of content rattling on about all of that. If you want to hear about that and you want my thoughts and opinions on that, then let me know below. But for now, guys, I think I'm going to end this here. And I hope you enjoy the updates. And eventually I will see you back with a Let's Play of The Sims 4 Snowy Escape. I cannot wait. I'm excited, and I hope you are too. Thank you for watching. Sul.